Hello everyone, welcome to Ezcash. We guide, you gain. Okay guys, welcome back to another session of Q&A, and this time we will be answering your questions on debts. Well, most people have debts. Some people debts are big, while some people debts are small. Some debts can be cleared in a short amount of time, but some debts will take a long time. All this will depend on the debt amount or the financial status of the person having the debt. Well, even if you have debts, not to worry. We here at Ezcash will help you by giving you answers to your questions about debts. Do take note that Ezcash is not a money lending company or provide any financial assistance. So let's begin our Q&A session. Question 1. What is a debt? A debt is a sum of money that is owed or due. What it means is the debtor has an obligation to pay money or other agreed upon value to another party, which is the creditor. Debt is a deferred payment or a series of payments which differentiates it from an immediate purchase. Question 2. What are examples of debt? Some common examples of short-term debt include short-term bank loans. These loans often arise when a company sees an immediate need for operating cash. Accounts payable. This refers to money owed to suppliers or providers of services. Wages. These are payments due to employees. Lease payments. Income taxes payable. Question 3. Is debt good or bad? While good debt has the potential to increase a person's net worth, it's generally considered to be bad debt if you are borrowing money to purchase depreciating assets. In other words, if it won't go up in value or generate income, you shouldn't go into debt to buy it. Question 4. What is the difference between loan and debt? Well, loan and debt are both linked to money and need to be paid off. So, the difference is money borrowed from lender and bank is called loan, and money borrowed through debentures and bonds is called debt. Question 5. What is the main cause of debt? There are several reasons we accumulate debt, like paying for unforeseen emergencies or unemployment, but most often debt is a result of bad spending habits, because unless you're spending cash, it's costing you money to spend money. Question 6. What are the dangers of debt? Anytime you borrow money, you're creating debt. The more you borrow without repaying, the deeper you go into debt. Debt leads to a myriad of other problems, and not all of them financial. Debt can lead to stress, depression, other health issues, and in some serious cases, even suicide. Question 7. What age is debt-free? The average person should be debt-free by the age of 58 unless you choose to extend your payments. Otherwise, you could potentially be making payments for another 2 decades before you become debt-free. Now, if you were to use a more disciplined budget and well-planned payments, you could be done by age 39. Question 8. How much debt is safe? Your total debts, excluding mortgage, should not be more than 10 to 15% of your take-home pay after deducting taxes. If you're not likely to incur any additional debt or unexpected expenses, you may be able to handle upward of 20%. Question 9. What should I do if I have too much credit card debts? Number 1. Take stock of the debt you have. If you have many different kinds of loans, figuring out which to prioritize can be a challenge. Make a repayment strategy. Transfer your balance to a credit card with a lower interest rate. Consolidate debt with a personal loan. Question 10. What happens if I can't pay my debt? If you owe money and you don't pay it back, your creditor might take you to court. If you are taken to court, a court order will be made. this will say how much you need to pay and when you need to pay by. If you can't afford to pay, you should still make an offer to repay some of the debt. Question 11. What do I tell a creditor if I can't pay? If you cannot pay the full monthly amount on certain debts, contact your creditors and explain the situation. Ask them if they can temporarily lower or suspend the payments until your financial situation improves. You may also write a letter to your creditors and explain how much you can pay them each month. Question 12. What is the 28-36 rule? Well, according to this rule, a household should spend a maximum of 28% of its gross monthly income on total housing expenses and no more than 36% on total debt service, including housing and other debts such as car loans and credit cards. Question 13. What are the signs of debt problems? There are 12 debt warning signs. Number 1. Difficulty paying bills on time. Next, receiving collection calls or past due notices. Living in your overdraft or line of credit. Losing sleep without worrying debts. Spending more than your income allows. Not paying credit cards in full each month. Impulsive spending due to financial worries. Question 14. Is it better to have savings or no debt? Paying off debt can feel like it has to be your only financial priority, but you should do some saving while you're paying down debt. Even a small cushion of emergency savings can keep you from going deeper into debt when an unexpected expense pops up. And the last question, 15. How can I stay out of debt forever? Here are 6 habits anyone can apply to their financial life to help stay debt-free. Number 1. Manage your credit card balances based on cash on hand. Number 2. Monitor spending with a self-imposed credit limit. Number 3. Limit housing expenses. Number 4. Pay yourself first. Number 5. Make it your mission to avoid unnecessary fees. And lastly, don't give your budget a raise. Okay guys, there you have it, 15 answers to your questions on debts. We understand sometimes it is not easy to clear your debts at once. Some debts might take years to clear. We here at Ezcash will guide you on how you can slowly clear your debts. You can check out our EduTalk video on how do I clear my debts for more information. In that video, we will guide you by giving advice and scenarios to how you can clear your debts slowly. While you are still paying for your debts monthly, don't ever forget to save too. Try your very best to save at least $50 a month. If you really can't, then the minimum is $10. Put that money somewhere it is difficult to take. For example, on top of a high cupboard where you need a chair to climb to reach it. Put it inside a small luggage full of clothes. It is still easy to take, but you will have to think twice as you need to do extra work just to take out that money. Only do that once a month when your salary comes to put in whatever amount of savings you can. You will be surprised how much money you have saved when the day you really need it for emergency use. So guys, we hope you have gained something from this Q&A session. Until we meet again in the next Q&A session, take care, stay safe always, and goodbye.